And I also have one more piece of artwork that I would like to place on this woman. And let's go over to the tattoos PSD. And what I'm going to do is select this tattoo over here, and then go up here to edit, copy merged, and then over here on the stock image, I'll go back to the layers palette. I'll go over here to edit, paste, and let's call this arm tattoo. And then let's make this a smart object. Over here to edit, free transform, and I'll grab the transformation handles and size this down and decide where I want this tattoo to go. And I'll just zoom in here to the arm. I liked it how on the completed applying tattoos image, I like how it stops right about here, right where the arm connects to the center of the body here, because then I can wrap these tattoos around underneath her arm, or make them look like that anyway. But I'm just going to move this here and decide where I want to put it. And this looks pretty good right about here. I'll probably resize it down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. And I'll go ahead and press the Enter key on the keyboard to confirm that. Now let's do a little bit of masking to make it look like that artwork is really there on the arm. I'm going to come over here to the Layers palette and click on this button right here, which will create a layer mask. And then I'll come over here to the toolbar, select the brush tool with black as the foreground. And if I paint on this mask here, that will take away the artwork there. Make it look like it's going around or underneath the arm. We're just painting on this mask. It's nothing permanent. We can get this back. But some of these areas are a little bit out too far. And we probably wouldn't want to use the liquefy command for those areas. I'll make sure this is a bigger brush here. There we go. If you want to see what this looks like, what we can do is click on the arm tattoo layer and just go ahead and apply the blending mode, which is multiply, and then lower the opacity a little bit so we can really get a good idea on what this is going to look like here. And I can click back on the mask and then go back through here and paint to erase away some of the outside artwork here. Look at that. Just around there. Now right here is a little bit tricky. I'm going to show you what we can do here. Okay, I think I'm just going to take this artwork now into the liquefy filter and distort some of these areas down here. But before I do that, let's rasterize this layer. I'm going to right click on it and select rasterize, and it's kind of going off the screen. You can also come up here to layer smart objects and select rasterize right here. Okay, and then let's apply this mask to the layer by right clicking on the mask and selecting apply layer mask. All right, let's go up here to filter and liquefy. Then I'll select the zoom tool here, and I'm just going to draw a selection around the area that I would like to zoom into. And let's just grab the forward warp tool. Oh, this is really big. Let me go ahead and just lower that down a little bit there. And see, I have to change, if I don't change the backdrop to just the woman here, then it's going to show the original artwork through the liquefied artwork. So we need to just change this use to background only. You see that now if I make an adjustment, we don't see that original artwork layer there. But I'm just pulling this down, trying to make this look as real as possible. And that's the real trick, folks, is to, you can place artwork, any type of vector art, henna, tattoos, place it over a body, and then use the liquefy command to distort the artwork. There we go. It really does a good job. I mean, it's just, you can't beat it. There's not really another option in Photoshop. Lookify just does the best job. Okay, it looks like it's kind of going around her arm a little bit there. That looks really good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and Photoshop will apply that. And now what I'll do is save the image by going to File and selecting Save. And I'll just call this Tattoos, or Applying Tattoos number 2, or I'll just call it Video. There we go. All right, great. And I can double click on the background layer. And as soon as I name that background, when I double click on it, it unlocks the background. And that will allow me to rename it. And then I can also make it invisible. And I can also lower the opacity of it. And the reason why I'm doing this is so I can see outside of the body here, because we do have areas that we don't want in the image, like this. Some excess artwork here on the outside. And I think this image over here looks pretty good. I don't think we have to worry about that. But I'll bring this back in, turn this up, and there we go. Now, anytime you apply artwork or tattoos to images, don't worry, you can also change the color once you have those on there. So we can easily create an adjustment layer by holding down Alt and clicking on this adjustment layer button right here, and I can select the hue and saturation and click on this button right here, use previous layer to create clipping mask. I'll go ahead and click OK, and then I can just adjust the hue to change the color. Look at that. Now, of course, I'm changing the color of her arm here, of the artwork that's on her arm. Or we can just select no color at all by dragging the saturation down to -100 all the way to the left. So there you go. Lots of things you can do there.